Hello, Master Cleanse community. So this is the day 9 of the group Master Cleanse, and we are almost at the finish line. Tomorrow is the last day, day 10 of the group cleanse, and it's the day 19th of the 30 days to Master Cleansing blogging experience that we have committed ourselves to, me and Michael, and we're really enjoying it. So I just wanted to talk about how I feel and what my experience of the Master Cleanse was so far, and then just cover a couple of other little points about what I'm basically doing right now and what I do next. So I have, as I said before, I have introduced or I started to introduce some food on Saturday actually. On Friday I went out with a friend of mine, and that was a day 5. I went out with a friend of mine that I haven't seen for a year. Not that that's an excuse, but it was a good friend of mine, and we went for a little walk, a long walk actually. And I brought my lemonade with me, but after some time I actually ran out, and I was there for a couple of hours. I didn't realize, and she was actually pregnant, so we needed to go and get something to eat for her. And I just couldn't go and sort of go home with or bring her home with me because I didn't have any food here in the house, as we're only drinking the lemonade. So we went to Capers or Whole Foods, a great store, love it there. And basically she was having some food, and I was so hungry I decided to have a little bit of food. So I had some organic tomato basil soup, one of those really blended ones, so I wasn't really chewing or anything, but I did have some food. And that was basically the day when I decided to start easing off. I did feel very good about it as well. I was shooting for 10 days, but at the same time my goal this time around for Master Cleanse, as this is the 3rd time I'm doing the Master Cleanse, was to really focus on the benefit of cleansing my emotional and my mental body through this sort of channel. So using the Master Cleanse and using my physical body to target the other elements of me, which is my emotional and my mental body. And it's actually worked really, really well. I could actually feel the effects of that intention that I had already prior to the cleanse. I could feel even the few days before the cleanse I was very irritated and just couldn't sort of push it away, and poor Michael had to deal with it. So I was a little bitchy for a couple of days, and but what I actually allowed for was to just let it be, and just sort of for that energy to be there and to whatever it was linked to, because sometimes when we do these clearings or detoxes, we don't really need to know what kind of energy we're processing out of our body. We don't really need to know the particular experiences that this energy is linked to, this frustration or anger or whatever it is. Our body and our consciousness or our subconscious knows, and it will just release whatever it is that we have an intention of sort of releasing and letting go of and getting rid of, because these energies, and as well as these patterns of thinking that are represented by these emotions, are basically pointing out to a limiting belief system or something that's hindering your experience. So the fact that I was having these sort of unexplainable emotional sort of states was, even though it was a little uncomfortable, at the same time I was happy to go through it, because I realized that that's me cleansing my emotional body and letting go. And that was a really great thought to have. Know that I'm getting sort of clear on that level. So that was the main benefit. And I'm a health nut, and I really am passionate about being healthy and eating the right food and keeping yourself in the best shape possible, just so you can enjoy life in in the most ways imaginable, because a lot of times our bodies are at the core of our confidence. So when we're overweight or we're not looking our best, that can actually put us in a place where we don't feel good about ourselves, and in some places we can go into depression. I really choose my foods when I go shopping. I cook at home a lot, and really try to keep balanced, mostly vegetarian diet that's um, sort of full of variety of things that I consider energy providing. So I really try to eat for energy, and it's really proven to be the right approach, because I have been able to keep my health in a pretty good shape, and also my weight at the same level. I've been the same weight for the last about 15 years. So it's definitely become something that's a way of living for me, and it makes life so easy because it provides a lot of energy, confidence. Like I said, I really enjoy my body and I really appreciate it. And I actually have friends and people that I know that actually use me as a resource to recreate their health, and that's a really nice thing to know that I can help on that level. So what I'm doing right now is I'm actually doing little soups. On Saturday, actually, I cooked cabbage soup with some onion and garlic, which are the best foods available. I consider those very healing and cleansing. So I made the soup that was just cabbage and onion and garlic and a little bit of carrots for the sweetness of it, and some broccoli, and I actually pureed that just to make sure that I don't really overwhelm my digestive system. So I did that, and then the next thing I was doing is I actually cooked some organic quinoa that I bought a while ago that I just fell in love with. It's really tasty, and it's one of the best sources of protein when it comes to vegetarian diet. So I cooked some quinoa with some lentils and some carrots again, and with some onion and garlic, and I just sort of wait until it was all completely cooked through, so it would be really easy on my digestive system. And I actually was having that for meals while I was still having the lemonade. And so I was still, even today, I'm drinking the lemonade. I'm still drinking quite a bit of the lemonade. And what I actually realized is that I crave it now. Now that I'm not drinking only the lemonade, I actually am craving it, which is actually quite nice. So that's really interesting. And I also realized how little I need. I mean, we've been with Michael. We've been really trying to keep the portions to minimum, and really allowing our digestive system not to be overwhelmed, as that takes a lot of your energy. Master Cleanse is all about resting the digestive system and redirecting that energy that you normally use for digesting towards healing and rejuvenation in the body. So basically the portion control is huge if you really want to allow for your body to continuously heal and rejuvenate and keep in balance. And so this is what I've been using as a plate, I guess. I'm eating my all of my food from this little cup. I got it for a friend of mine. I particularly use this one because it's connected to the idea that pigs can fly, so anything is possible. I really enjoy this one. And so I've just been eating soups and my quinoa little a meal that I made from this cup. And I've been feeling really, really, really good. I've had so much energy. Last night I was up till 5 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't even go to bed. I was just feeling so clear, and we had a busy day with Michael. It was a lot got done, and I couldn't believe that I was still up at 3 o'clock in the morning and completely wide awake and buzzing with energy and just feeling good and calm and centered, and just overall just having this really wonderful feeling like I don't need to rest. So eventually I got some sleep, but I only got a few hours, and today I felt wonderful again. So that was a really nice little discovery that I don't have to sleep for 8 hours, because that's what I used to think. So having just 3 or 4 hours of sleep and feeling wonderful is actually a really great idea, which means that I'm really powering myself with my own energy, which is a really great acknowledgement or thing to notice as well. So that's my diet. I have been also weighing myself, and I'm just sort of going from 102 pounds to 103 pounds, sometimes 104 pounds. So it's just basically almost where I started. I started at 104 pounds and something, I think. So there's not really much of a difference. And I eventually got to 101 pound. That was the least that I was weighing during the master cleanse, and I'm back at 104 pounds. So that's basically my usual weight. We've been also keeping an eye on the pH, and that has been stable around 6.6 or so. And so that has been good. And Michael has been also monitoring his blood pressure and other things, and he will update you on all of that. But overall, we've been feeling really good. No headaches, no major discomfort or anything like that. And like I said, I've been feeling really great mentally, very clear, energized. And I also am feeling the benefit of drinking a lot of water, whether it's through the lemonade or just outside of it. So that's something that I really want to keep going. Although we drink quite a bit, and I drink a lot of tea. But sometimes we can get caught up in working and sort of just getting busy and even maybe stressing out. And especially when you're stressing out, your body needs more water in that moment as we sort of dehydrate when we're in those situations where our body is being put through some kind of a stress. So that has been really, really good. And the last thing that I wanted to talk about is how I'm thinking about food now. This master cleanse has sort of shifted my way of thinking about food, where I've really decided my intention from now on is to not judge any food whatsoever. So whether it's the best food I can afford, or I see people eating something that's way off from that, I decided not to judge any food because based on the research that Masaru Emoto has done, as well as other different researches that I found are basically proving that we interact with food and we can change the value of it energetically in a way, or through the way that we think about it. So we can bless the food for other people, or we can sort of quote unquote curse it. And so I really decided to refrain from that and just really mind my own business, choose the food that works for me. I also added sort of blessing my food, or really putting in combining it with a certain intention. So when I was cooking my food that I'm sort of blending with the master cleanse, I really was cooking it with the intention that it's going to continue cleansing my body and detoxing in my body. And that's really how I think about that food that I eat while I'm still drinking the lemonade. So that's what I would like to do more of as well, and that is to have this sort of habit of having a little meditation while I'm cooking, which is actually pretty easy because I love cooking. I really enjoy it. But also when I'm eating my meals, to really concentrate on what I want to get from this food. Do I want to get healing, energy, happiness? Do I want to get peace, clarity? What is it that I would like this food to do for my body? Where do I think I need to balance myself out and sort of interact with the food, quote unquote, and just ask the food to take on that function and help my body to bring that balance back again. So that's really that. What I would like to ask is, what do you dedicate your food to? Do you have a habit of dedicating your food to either cleansing or getting healthier or getting clarity or healing? If you've never done this and you're going to try to implement this little habit, let me know how it goes, and if you're really enjoying it or not, or if you see any change, if you're getting more energy from it. And hopefully we'll be able to have some kind of a cool conversation, whether on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter. So I hope your day 9 is going really, really well and you're feeling energized and happy. And I'm just wishing you all happy cleansing. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.